Hi, my name is Coach Moxie. A quick intro. I am here to help you win. Now, and of course, the ideas I share, the strategies I share, you probably have 1,000 different alternatives to it, right? And you probably have better solutions than I'm suggesting. Regardless, you don't have my results. And if you do, congratulations. If you did it in a different way, congratulations equally. But if you don't, you probably need to put your head down and listen to what I have to say, right? This is meticulously recorded progress that I was doing because I knew I will attract you at some point, and you will need as much advantage as I have enjoyed building this. Are you getting it? So get down to business, drive yourself through it, learn, and learn. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. I'm always open for questions. You can email me or reach out to me on any of the contacts I'll put on the screen. I have your best interest. I hope that you work with me so we can make this world better. Thank you. Hi, my name is Coach Moxie. Welcome to the next topic in our curriculum, make room for more responsibility. This is not necessarily an idea. I mean, if you are out for doing something significant, I think it cannot be denied that your responsibility will keep enlarging. But here's the deal. The reason why I had to adopt a lot of these ideas for my existence on PosterMyWall was because the platform, I don't even know how to say it, is that nothing prepares you for the ridiculous amount of responsibility it will take for you to win on the platform. Nothing will prepare you for it. Because a lot of times we start a project and we hope to God that maybe the mental list of responsibility or work or effort that we have anticipated will be enough for us to win, will be all we have to do to win when we start a project. A lot of times you start a design and you have this mental anticipation of a mental picture of the amount of effort you will need to complete that design, and you're hoping to God that by the time you are done, that you're actually done. But that hardly happens, because by the time you reach out to the client and say you are done, and then you start seeing all these corrections, all these adjustments, and it is the reason why it's frustrating you is because it is a correction or is effort, is responsibilities outside of what you have anticipated as the maximum or optimal work you will need to do to win. So simply put, when we start a project, we all hope that the mental picture of the amount of effort, amount of responsibilities it will take to win will be enough for us to win, which is usually the problem. And in this course, what I'm trying to present to you is that it will take more than you are expecting it will take for you to win. It will take you accepting responsibilities that you didn't even anticipate from the get-go to win. It will be beyond your imagination, the amount of work to win. When I started, there were so much, it was easy to drift off in laziness, in this is not my responsibility, especially this course I'm teaching you. It's not supposed to be the burden, my burden. Are you getting it? But you can see responsibilities keep knocking on your door. If you want success, you will have to take on more responsibility to win. Are you getting it? You open your mind, you allow yourself to anticipate that more will be required for you to win. And if that is so, are you getting it? Already in your spirit, I guarantee you will somehow win if you let yourself accept more and more responsibility as is knocking on the door. When you start now, you find yourself thinking that it is designing, that let me even put it very well, that designing is all it will take for you to win. Only for you to now figure out that you will need to do marketing, you need to do branding, you will need to do you will need to be posting your designs on all kinds of platforms to generate traffic to your shop. You will see, like, this particular course is me telling you that it is going to take more than you are anticipating for you to win. That is this entire course. Is me petitioning your mind, your soul, your spirit to be willing to accept more responsibility. Because all I'm saying that that you will need to do to win is already beyond what you thought you needed to win. Find the way to push yourself. Are you getting it? All the things I'm talking about is clearly beyond what you had imagined it will take you to win. Are you getting it? Most people like me thought it would be just designing, but I ended up discovering that it will be more than designing, right? I will have to do high quality design. That was more responsibility than I thought I needed to win. I will also need to do high levels, a ridiculous amount of quantity of design to rank. That was also beyond my anticipation of the responsibilities I would need to win. And then for me to make sure that out of nothing less than 3 million designs on the platform, that people see my design and people use my design, I needed to be posting my designs on all social media platforms. That was more responsibility than I thought I was going to need to win. That was a lot of responsibility beyond what I thought I was going to need to win. I also discovered that I was going to master to an unbelievable level Photoshop and other tools, so I could do the kinds of shapes and manipulations that are not typical on the platform because of the lack of tools, and then import it into the platform, into my design. That was more responsibility than I thought I was going to need to win. I'm telling you, I had to get good at a lot of things. Look at me teaching you a course now. This particular course is more than the responsibilities I thought I was going to need to win. Like literally outside of the responsibility I thought I was going to need to win. But here I am, right? Burning all kinds of things, resources to create this course. It was more responsibilities than I actually thought I needed to win. Like way more than I thought I was going to need to win. There are a lot of, now I have people reaching out to me and I'm answering all kinds of questions all the time. I'm giving people guidance, and all of that. That itself was more responsibility than I thought I needed to win. Are you getting it? So I'm trying to tell you that you are going to need more than you thought you will need. More responsibilities than you thought you will need to win. And this entire course is me telling you that you're going to need more, to assume more responsibilities to win. It's also me telling you that, showing you what responsibilities you are actually going to be adding to the list of responsibilities you already imagine you will need to win. I was astonished at the level of responsibility it leaves to you. To the one who decided to own anything, to build something on the platform. It doesn't have measures that many platforms has. All days you have to post, you have to create 4 designs a day or 10 designs a day. You have to publish this. There are all these measures that kind of like disqualify you or qualify you. In fact, it has done incredibly well in hiding what it is that makes a store successful. Are you getting it? So I know that if you embrace these ideas I'm talking about, you will unknowingly step into all the things that they have hidden, and they have done a massive work at hiding what it is that makes a store successful on PosterMyWall. Responsibility. Once you figure that you can make designs, now you have to be more responsible. You have to tax yourself to create designs at a rate that at least beats their 3 maximum per day, or 1 a day. If you do 1 designs every day, if you assume that responsibility, by the end of a year you will have 365 designs. And mind you, there are some days in that 365 days you will not do design, and then there are some days you will do 3. But you have to give yourself responsibility. You're not going to get lucky with building on PosterMyWall. You have to assume responsibility. When I started, I think the first month I was able to do like 10 or 12 designs a month, right? Or 8. Second month, I started to say, can I do 20 designs this month? Boom, I did that. After like 2 months of trying ridiculously hard to cross 20 designs a month, I started asking myself, can I do 30? Can I do designs every single day? And when I crossed that, right, I think it took 2 months. When I crossed that, I started asking myself, can I do 3 designs? Like that 3 that they say that is the maximum, can I use it every day? Is it possible for me to end up a whole month doing 90 designs? I didn't get 90. I did 89 the month I attempted it. I did whatever it takes. You need to see the amount of time I spent in front of system. The strategies I had to come up with, because I had responsibility and I had deadlines, and it was not even imposed by the platform. So I'm not surprised that I'm becoming somebody's coming to know what to do, how to do it. I made room for responsibility. Then I've gotten to a point where I have to provide answers to people who don't seem to have direction, which is what this whole course is all about. I have to provide direction. It was a responsibility I thought would eventually come to me from the day one. That's why I had the book I called a jotter. First page of it I titled it the book, Top Design Playbook. And I attempted to record and note everything that I was doing to get the result I had. Are you getting it? All the strategies, all the results. Month end self, I actually recorded what it was for me that month. I mean, I recorded my how tough the month was, and how the month wanted to break me in pieces, just trying to take my shop to the next level. I'm telling you, let me get my daughter and read a particular day, and I'll tell you the date. I thought this was going to help someone. That's actually why I did it. Are you getting it? I thought it was going to eventually be something that will look at that on my daughter. PJ, that's personal journal, 30th of April 2024. Look at that. At this point, I'm tremendously grateful for this journey so far. We started on, I like to refer to what I'm doing as a we team, because I'm always of the embrace that a team approach to anything is better, right? We started, now let me continue reading. So far, we started on the last week of December 2023. In all honesty, I was at the end of my line. I needed an effort to income gig that worked with my very obvious limitations. Now, of course, I cannot get into it. That's why I wrote it that way. I played my way to being PosterMyWall designer. Like, I really did play my way. I was shocked when I saw PosterMyWall towards the end of 2023, right? And then when I now published, because I didn't even know how long ago I had their account, but when I now published and they now had to generate a store-like front for me, they now put since 2000 and something. I was like, really? I just came on this platform. It turned out that somehow I had done something on the platform. I've created an account many years back and I didn't even know. Right, but let me continue reading. These details probably don't mean much, but to me, they are strong anchors and I'm proud of it. Now I wrote end $7.61, uses 599. At the time it was 599. Now I have, I think 8,000 uses. Okay. Purchases 23, processed 15, pending 6, standard 2. Now you see pending 6. That means for the whole month, this is the 30th. This was recorded on the 30th of April. That means for the whole month of April, I did 6 sales. God, that's very good. And up until from the last week of December till that end of April, I'd only done 23 sales in total. You know how slow this thing was? Assume responsibility so that the drags of doing this thing will not break into pieces. Let me continue reading. Truth is, I'm quite surprised with this month. It is already more than half of the month, and I have a total of. Is this still? And I have a total of. It's already more than half of the month. I have a total of 98. Okay, this is a different. Okay, I have a total of 98 published designs. So far published, 8 designs for the month. But I have made 6 sales. 8 designs for the month, but I've made 6 sales. Okay. Whereas the whole month of March, I did 9 designs and made 6 sales. I did 49 designs. 49, that's what I was able to publish. You see? And I made 6 sales only. An astonishing power of passive reward. Meanwhile, in the month of February, I was able to do only 8. Okay? He said, I'm basically being paid to keep creativity alive long enough to be part of numerous projects. That's a journal of 30th of April 2024. Now, let me see that journal. Okay, this is 17th May 2025. Look at that. Just yesterday, I crossed 150 published designs. That's all I recorded. Then on the 22nd May 2024, at 10:51 p.m., here's what happened. He said, look at what I wrote. I am completely demotivated. And it is not this work, but my whole world that I can't seem to persuade to give me enough belief, patience, and all, so I can make this project work. I'm writing this because maybe I quit or I come through. But at this point, I'm at 155 designs. Can you believe this? And this was May. This was just 5 months into the entire thing, right? And this is February 2025, and that was May 2024. You can imagine, like I literally wrote, I'm writing this because maybe I quit or I come through. But at this point, I'm at 155 designs. I will mentally restart now. Let me continue reading. I will mentally restart these numbers because wanting to push it to 300 is becoming harder than taking it from 0 to another 155. Hence, the boxes on the next page. So, I could no longer, mentally it was becoming incredibly hard to even attempt to push this thing from that 155 to 300. That was my target at the time for that particular period, because I targeted for the entire year of 2024 1,500 designs. Now this, and I'm at 155. It was very frustrating, and then my whole world was falling apart all around me. I'm telling you the entire truth. I can't get into details of what happened in 2024, but my world was crashing. I'm burning to shreds, like California burned to an incredible level of nonsense, recently. But that was it.